Good morning, yo. Good morning. September 22nd, first recorded on the day. California time, 8:40 a.m. As you can see, the cloud is a little gloomy. Feel me? Shout out to everybody out there. Feel me? Camera's on, it's recording. I mean, it was recording before it was recorded. Feel me? So we both to blame, both to blame. Anyway, man, you know how shit go, man. These niggas just, they still working on getting me fired from this job. It's all good. Making all kinds of false reports, rumors, false allegation, you name it. But when you talk about these things, they tell you you're complaining. That's because they don't want you to tell the truth. They want that shit to be hidden, just like they're hidden themselves, physically hidden, and lies that is hidden, stories hidden. Anyway, I want to talk about challenge yourself. That's the topic of the day. Challenge yourself. You feel me? Let it pass. Challenge your motherfucking self. This is the only way you're going to defeat the enemy. If you challenge yourself, you got to break your routines. That's challenging yourself. I know we all got a pattern, especially those who are doing the right things. Feel me? It seems repetitive, but we got a pattern. We stick to our pattern, and that's what keeps us whole and calm. You feel me? But I want you to challenge yourself. Feel me? I want you to break your pattern and see if you can get back into that pattern itself. You feel me? This is how you confuse the enemy. This is how you make the enemy accuser of you. You feel me? Break your pattern. The things that you usually do, break it. Do not let these things that you do become a religious to you. Don't let it become a cult to you. Don't let it rule your judgment. Don't let it rule you. You feel me? Like, I do this for a long time. You feel me? I've been doing this for a while. This is what keeps me the way I am. I always break my pattern. And I could be a vegetarian for 6 years and I'll break that pattern just to challenge myself to see if I can do it. I've been doing this for a very long time. Feel me? Like, I smoke and quit for a whole year, then get back into it again. The people be like, he's never gonna break this. He's not gonna break this. But guess what? I stop cold turkey and go right back at it again. I challenge myself to see if I'm capable of doing it. Because guess what? You have to be the one that makes the decision. You feel me? You can stop if you want to stop. But you got to challenge yourself to stop. You have to have the strength within you to want to stop. You have to guard up the strength to stop yourself. Now, these are difficult tasks. Because sometimes you can challenge yourself and get stuck in that challenge that you at and forgot that you challenge yourself. So this is only for the discipline. Those who are capable of doing it. You understand? That's what I say, challenge yourself. I recently started eating meat here and there. And I've been a vegetarian for like, let's say, probably 4 years. And I broke my routine of not eating meat or any kind of meat or chicken or anything else like that. I broke that routine. Why? Because I challenged myself. I'm like, okay, I don't want this to be something. Because sometimes when you start doing something, I don't be like, I don't eat meat. It becomes you as a person. You become imprisoned by those decisions to the fact that you don't even want to move around or deviate or levitate. You feel me? You have to know how to deviate and come right back into the path that you're on. But if you just stay on the path that you're on, you become a prisoner of that path itself. You feel me? You have to be able to, you can be a high conscious being and still come down to the lowest form, understand what the lowest form is about, and go back up again. Hold on. I'm gonna walk straight around and come back. There's too many people on the sidewalk. I thought there wouldn't be that many people. So this is how you do it. Let it pass, because I need to speak. Feel me? It's always the same people. Anyway, look, this you gotta change your pattern. Because the enemy is watching you. You feel me? They always watching. That's what it does best, is to watch and collect data. Because it's not a creator. It doesn't know how to create. It doesn't know how to be creative. You feel me? He's not a native of a creation. So everything that he do is to steal ideas and watch and collect data and use those data as a form of an attack. You feel me? So you got to break your pattern. Break that pattern. I know you've been doing the same pattern for a long time. Break the pattern. If you've been running the same direction, run another way. Walk another way. You feel me? Go another route. Break your pattern. Break your routines. Challenge yourself to do something new. If you never jumping jacks before, jumping jacks, bungee jump before, go do that. Break your pattern. You see? It's just like the mind itself. If you don't use certain part of these revenues and these avenues and these channels in your mind, guess what? It doesn't operate. But when you challenge yourself and you break your routine, you get to open up different avenues in your mind, and allows your brain and your brain waves to think a little more clear, and you have more new ideas to work with. So you need to challenge yourself and break your routine. Feel me? So that's what I do sometimes. Sometimes I just be like, yo, cold turkey. I just be like, I did that with the meat. I do that with the cigarette. I do that with working out sometimes. Sometimes I work out for a straight year. Then I just break the routine and I don't work out for a long time. Then I come back and pick it up again just to see if I can. Because, you know, when you create a pattern, right, it's easy to do because it's a will. So it's easy for the will to will when it's spinning already. When it's rolling, you feel me? It's very hard for you to stop the rolling. Now, what's the strength is to stop the rolling, wait for a little while, and let it spin again on itself. Now, that's the hard part. You feel me? Picking up a habit that you never picked up before and have it become a cycle. You feel me? And let it roll like that. Now, that's hard. But if you've been doing something that you've always done, you feel me? If you've been doing a routine, if you wake up every morning jogging, yeah, it's part of your daily schedule. That's easy to do. Now, if you never jogged before and you decide to create a routine of jogging and try to motivate yourself to do so, now that's the hard part. That's why I want you to break your routine, get into something that you never done before. You feel me? Then always take notes. Note it down what you broke a routine of. Don't do it for a long time and get right back into it again and pick up where you left off and see if you have the strength to stop something and do it all over again without having to have done it consistently. You feel me? Because consistency creates a habit that you can hold on to. It becomes easy after you've done something consistently for a long time. The hard part is starting something that you haven't started before. You feel me? Or stopping something for a long time and starting it back up again. That's the hard part. So you got to challenge yourself. And that's what I do, my nigga. So to those people who are like, why is he eating me? Why is he doing this? He's going backwards. I'm like, calm down. I've been doing this for a long time. This is what I do. This is what keeps my mind fresh. This is how I challenge myself to be mentally strong. It's not that many people that can go through the things that you go through, persecute, you get lied upon, people filing false reports on you, and still be mentally strong to start all over again. You feel me? Sometimes we gain stuff, but we think, oh, if this shit stops, we don't know what we're going to do. You feel me? We think we're going to have an attack, a panic attack, and everything else like that because you've been so routine to doing something else. But if you practice this, once that happens, it cannot have the same effect on you. You feel me? It will not have the same effect on you. Break your routines, you feel me? Start something new. Do something new. Continue a pattern of it. Create your own wave of it, you feel me? Become what you have never became before. But never forget about who you are as a person, you feel me? Break those routines. Become a better version of yourself. Because every time it's easy to, to be yourself. But if you break yourself apart, that's what God even did, you feel me? That's what God did. God broke himself up into different pieces, and each piece is expressing itself as me and you feel me? So you have to break yourself into it. You have to challenge yourself a little bit. This is how you become a God-like image yourself. You feel me? So when these people try to fight you mentally, physically, spiritually, and everything else, you are equipped. Let it pass. So you are equipped to fight the battle. It's like, all right, y'all want to take everything from me? Cool, they did that already. But they don't know what part of the cycle they're meeting you at. You don't probably run the cycle. You don't run circles over and over and over, and they're just meeting you at a point in your life, and they think they know you at this point in your life, but you don't came around this time 150,000 times. That's why things don't bother you the way they're supposed to, because you've been there before. You've done that. They done taken it away and you got it back, and they took it away and you got it back again, because you create a cycle of normalcy. You feel me? You got to create those cycles. You have to. You feel me? Anything that they throw at you will bounce off you, because you've created a cycle where you cannot be defeated. You feel me? That's why they gotta lie. The reason why that's why they gotta stood low, because they have to create these patterns so that they can have a chance to win. Because they can't win fairly, they have to add certain tools to it to win. And the only way they can win is to make stories up and lie on you and create things and tell, you know how that shit goes. You feel me? Try to kick you and slow you down and all that stuff. Like, you know how this shit go, man. Because they have to do these things to have any chance to defeat you as a person. You feel me? One of the ways that you can do this thing and build this mental strength and everything else like that is to challenge yourself, is to break your routines of the things that you do every day. Take a different path. You feel me? Memorize your routine without using GPS, and see if you can get there by yourself. Wiring your brain, be mentally strong. You feel me? Do things different than what you used to do. You feel me? This is how you do things. Yeah, sometimes I can take the bus easily and then I'll still get here on the same time. But I walk and I still get here in the same time. You feel me? I can wait on the bus and the bus will get me here at the same time, or walk. You see, you break your routines. You know, sometimes you take the bus, sometimes you don't. Then you have these, you see the criticism. Once you do something different, what? Hypocrite, he ate chicken. Oh, he don't want to take the bus because he's scared. They make things up as they go along. Then you get to see who is who. You feel me? Once you break your routines, the enemy get confused and start throwing. He's an accuser now. He become his natural self, because every chance that he gets, he has to be faking it. But once you break your routine, you make your enemies clear of who they are. They become accusers. They start saying each and everything. They be like, look, he's this. He's scared. He don't want to take this. He's eating chicken because this, that, and third. He's doing this, that. Why is he doing this? Oh, he stopped smoking because this, that, and they feel me. They make excuses because they do not understand what is going on. It's like a panic. So they just accuse you. They just start accusing you of stuff. They start accusing you of stuff. But you can never be in a panic mode, because you've already broken so many routines. You've already went through so many avenues. Is that even though you walk through the valley of the shadow of the death, you shall not fear no evil, because you've been doing it. Like, you know what I mean? There's no evil to fear because you've been doing it. You've been walking through different paths. Same things that they need to feel relevant, you don't need. You feel me? They need to find clothes. They need to find women. They need to feel important by having these accessories to them. They need these attachments to them, but you detach yourself from these things, and all the things that you are attaching yourself to is becoming greater by breaking routines. You don't become greater just by buying a new clothes and a new shirt and a new hood. No, you don't become greater by that. You become greater by the hard things that you put yourself through. That's what you become greater at. You think I can be this calm and this relevant and this peaceful just for being punched in the face and being persecuted and the people watching you and spying on you? You wake up every day, people are finding new ways to be mad at you. It's like you wake up, you stretching, and somebody's mad at you for stretching. They're like, the motherfucker stretching in the morning. Who stretches in the morning? They be mad about this, that doesn't even matter. You feel me? You will never have the strength to fight these kind of people if you allow it to get to you. There's no strength in the world that can equal to that kind of ignorance. There's people making schedule to hate you. Like, they've made a schedule next week on how they're going to hate you. How do you fight such things? You have to be constantly building your mental strength up. You feel me? Because just me talking right now, they hate it. Then when I stop talking, they hate it. Then when you put the phone down, they hate it. Then they try to, it's like they have the rebellion spirit. It's not even about what you're doing. They just rebel against you. So even when you do it, they hate you. If you don't do it, they'll hate you. You feel me? Like I said, the recording. If I don't record where they want me to record, they'll hate. They'll be like, why is he not recording? Because my routine is to record when I get to the bus stop and record when I get off the bus. But I broke that routine. And when you pay attention enough, when you break your routine, you can get to see the accusers. Why is he not recording? There's something wrong. Then they start making accusing. They start accusing you of stuff and throwing dots at you and trying to attach something to you. You feel me? Break your routine. Then when you start recording again, they start complaining again because they have a rebellion spirit. They of their father. Their father is a devil. The devil is a rebellion. He rebelled from the very beginning. So all sins from that point on, it's a spectrum of what the devil has done. So if you can go back in that spectrum, the spectrum of that rebellions, and you can tell all sin come from that origin. You feel me? And that's how this is how you fight the devil himself. You feel me? They don't know what they're doing. Like they don't know. They don't even know what they're doing. It's like a spiritual possession over them. That's what is going on. It's a spiritual possession over the being itself. It's a host. Just like a virus, it has to attach itself to a host. And from there, it operates the host. But the virus is nothing without the host. And instead of them operating in the right sense, so the virus wouldn't have a place to attach itself to, they become open and more inviting to the hate. That's why they wake up every day and hate. That's why they create scheduling to hate. Because they have to rebel against you. They have to rebel against you. They've already made a schedule for later on today on what they're going to do to you. And yet you haven't even given a reason yet. You haven't given a reason yet because they have a rebellion spirit. They have to hate on you. They have to. They have no choice. This is their job. They have to do it because they've been possessed. And the devil is tormenting them each and every day. They wake up mad. You understand? Challenge yourself, man. Make sure you have a mental strength to overcome these things. You feel me? I'm about to go to work. You already know what time it is. I couldn't go in without talking. You feel me? You already know. So the key word is challenge yourself. Break your routine. You feel me? Break your routine of the things that you do every day and challenge yourself. When they plot to steal from you, it's okay. You will overcome that because you expected it to come already. Because you already challenged yourself to be I wouldn't say welcome into hate, but to be more prepared to hate, to withstand the rain. You have a strong foundation. When you practice these things, it gives you a strong foundation. So when the accusers come, the prince of air, which is the devil himself, when he comes blowing his little wind at you, you have a strong foundation where you are not moved. You understand?